up, guys? It's Grant's Comics here, and today we are gonna talk about places where you can, you know, put your comic, like store your comics and stuff like that. And if you guys see that books over there, that's gonna be another video. I know I'm not gonna read. It's comic book related, but I'm not gonna read it because just how much, like, how thick the book is. So if you guys wanted to know what those books were, it's comic related and it's gonna be another video. If you guys don't care what it was, then I'm sorry that I told you that spoiler. But anyways, here are tips and places that you can store your guys' comics. Not those kind of comics, but regular comics and stuff like that. So first is the obvious one, bag and boards. Get a board that fits your comics. Like, it can be like modern comics or even old school comics, stuff like that. And most of these comics that, for me, like the most comics that I would love to try and collect is old school comics. Like I said before, I like to collect modern comics and old school comics, but I like to focus on old school. But at the same time, I wanna have like modern comics. Anyways, you can have it in storage boxes. That's like the long boxes that you see in comic book stores. You can do that. Store them in a long box, and like I said in last time's video, you can label it. You can organize it on like characters that you have, or issue numbers, stuff like that. If I had a long box, I would like to put it in characters, because I have mixed issue numbers, so it's not gonna be like, oh, I have number one of a Spider-Man comic, or I have a number one of an Avenger comic. No, I'm gonna put it on based on characters, on superheroes, like stuff like that. And then another way you can put your comics in file cabinets. Now, obviously, I don't have a file cabinet. The only thing I have in behind me is a bookshelf. So, but if you guys have a file cabinet, you can do that. I've seen YouTube videos where people store their comics in file cabinets, and that's cool. That's a great way to display your comics or put your comics in. Number 5 is binders. So I don't know how it would work. Would you have to put your comic in a plastic bag where, you know how binders have inside has like hookahs on the left side, and you just like that. So I don't know if it's like that. Let me know on the comment down below if that's what they mean. If it is what it means, maybe I'll try it. I don't know, but for sure, that's, I guess, one way you can do it. So places you want to avoid storing your comics, and this is what I heard from other people, and heard from my dad's friend. I heard it from my dad, and I noticed it too when I got these books. And I'll explain what's wrong with the books that I got in another video. But number 1, you want to avoid the garage, because the sun, and if it, sun will hit the comics, and it'll have discoloration and stuff like that. Your pages will be yellow and stuff like that. Number 2, the shed. Again, it's gonna be hot and stuff. Heat. This is all it's got to do with heat and stuff like that, and how the yellow disfiguration. Number 3, you want to avoid the attic. Now, a lot of people, especially with old school comics, people who's been collecting for a very long time, who've been collecting for a while, maybe they regret it. They probably will be like, oh my gosh, I should not put it in the attic. I should have put it somewhere better. And yeah, the attic is an obvious one. Do not put your comics in the attic, because you'll forget about it for a long period of time, and 2, it's, like I said, color disfiguration and makes the pages yellow. And the last one is place you want to avoid is outdoors. Just because it's outdoors, you put your comics outdoors, not only the sun will hit it and it'll become, the colors will be bad, is if it rains, you're gonna have wet spots on the comic, and that's the worst. That's the one thing I hate. I hate. That's my pet peeve in comics. So I'll make another video of top pet peeves that comic book collectors hate, and one of my pet peeves is wet spots. I hate wet spots more than anything. I actually have a comic in my studio that has a wet spot on the right side. And I hate, oh god, I hate seeing that. It's more, I rather have tears and stuff, or dog ears, rather than wet spots on a comic. That just irritates me the most, is wet spots. But anyways, that's it. I'll try to put a link down below on the source that I found this from. But other than that, there's gonna be more videos to come, including it's not really a review, but I wanna, because you'll just see it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright.